Welcome to Taxila Business School, sir.
Thank you.
And actually, Taxila is the tagline is beyond education, and that's what we are studying. And the purpose of this interview is also that beyond education, what are the values or points that we have to give it to the students, inculcating them to make their life. So to start with, I would like to ask the turning points of your life, which has made you
What
Yes.
I am.
Yes.
If you ask that question, then there are many turning points in one's life which influence your whole destiny and your whole life. But if you have to identify one, which one may be the most important, it was that I was working in the private sector in Reliance Industries. That time I was executive assistant to the great Dhirubhai Ambani, and I wanted to go abroad to do my MBA. But my mother, my father was an IAS officer, also from Madhya Pradesh cadre. He retired as Chief Secretary MP. So I am the only son, so my mother somehow didn't want me to go abroad. So she was after me and saying that you don't go, and if you chale jaoge to वापस नहीं आओगे and all. So I kept trying to tell her that I will come back, let me do my education. But she was convinced that I would not. Maybe I would not have anyway. So then she gave me a condition that you can go, but give this exam once, UPSC Civil Service. एक बार दे दो. If you come, then you can stay. If you don't come, then you go. So just to keep my mother's heart, she was my mother. I thought that just so that she feels happy that I have done what she wanted. So I said, okay, I'll give it once. So I deferred my admission abroad in US. I was going to Cornell University, which is a very good university there. So then I gave this exam, and I was not very sure that I'm going to come because I never even studied. I just did little bit and I gave it. So I came 92nd in India, and I got IPS. But I wanted to be an IAS officer, so then I joined IPS. I took 1 year leave, then I gave it again, then I came 121st again. So somehow it changed my whole destiny, my whole thing. I got my Madhya Pradesh cadre where my parents were, so that's what I'll stay back.
You're basically from Madhya Pradesh, in which place?
No, I am not from. Basically, I'm from Punjab. My father mother were from Punjab, but my father was an MP cadre IAS officer. So I was born in MP in Indore.
So you people stayed in which city?
He was transferred all over, but ultimately he settled in Bhopal after he retired.
Okay.
But I was born in Indore, so my workplace mostly is Indore side, Malwa side. So, but that was the main turning point in my life, which altered the entire path of my career. And I became a police officer, which I never thought I would. And 33 years.
You're doing a good job, and especially in cyber crime, I think you've done a good job. Last 15-20 years, that's what I've been tracking about. So I would like to ask you a question now. Right from the age of 5 years to 90 years, my father-in-law and mother-in-law in 90s, they passed their time with Facebook or WhatsApp. And my granddaughter, she's also around 4, and she also has this instrument on this. Maybe क्या है कि वो पेरेंट्स जो होते हैं ना, बच्चा बोर हो रहा था, पहले वो पकड़ा देते थे कि ये ले लो, अब फोन पकड़ा देते, ये ले बेटा, इससे खेल. So they are so much there with them. Now, what are the points which of every age group? What would you like to give one advice to every age group, whether it's a school going pre-nursery or it's in the college, he's in the college, or to the elders? One point, so that they can not get trapped into this.
See, cyber security is such a big issue now because it is not something which people are realizing the danger of the cyber world. It is all very good fun, games and entertainment, and you make friends and you make networks and you have a lot of convenience, booking tickets, transferring money. So everything is very great in the cyber world, but you don't see the danger. So that doesn't mean the danger is not there. I'm a police officer, I can tell you, wherever human beings exist, either really or virtually, if they are there, then crime and criminals are also there. And as many in this world, I think there are more in the virtual world, crime and criminals there, but you cannot see them.
Yes,
it is too late.
That's the point.
So that much mindset you have to change and believe that what you see in the virtual world is not every time the truth. You have to have a different mindset for the virtual world, and that will come only with conscious effort. It's not going to come automatically, because we are born with a mindset for the real world. So all our systems are tuned for this world. How we act, how we react, how we behave, our instincts, everything is for the real world. It's not for the virtual world. So it is not also going to come by chance. It has to come by conscious change in your behavior. And that change will only come I believe through awareness.
Awareness.
We have to be aware. Aware is knowing things and doing things. I don't believe awareness is only knowing things. People think that we know, हमें पता है ये बात तो फिर हम जागरूक हैं.
I think workshops are required.
Workshops, and you can do it yourself. You can do it on YouTube. You can learn many things yourself.
Okay.
But workshops are also important. Listening to people is also important. And then basically just keeping it in your mind that this is not real world, and we have to have different ways, different means to survive in the virtual world. If you have that small thing in your head, you will definitely not make the mistakes which people are just without thinking. So your awareness is the only key to cyber
So
security.
what should I tell my father-in-law and mother-in-law who have only this part, the only part in their life which is keeping them alive is WhatsApp में नूने की कीता है, उदा वे आके नल हो गया है, मतलब all that she is bothered about. So I said कि गलत जगह मत फंस जाना. So what should I advise my mother-in-law?
WhatsApp and all, I believe in social media, social networking. The best advice you can give them is this: that you can use that platform for exchange of information with your relatives, with your friends, exchanging information of what's happening and what you said, na, bacha ho gaya and all that. But if you have to believe something there, if there is some news content like this has happened in the world, or if you have been trapped, you are going to be arrested, whatever. If there is some kind of news content there, then you have to be alert. And if there is something, I always use the word, it's called fact checking. It's a very important word in cybersecurity, checking the facts. So fact check is a very important thing. If you have anything presented before you, you should check the fact before proceeding. But otherwise, for exchanging information, for listening to some music, for those kind of things, it's very good. You can do it. But जहाँ भी वो बात आया कि आपको कुछ करना है, आपको कुछ करवा रहा है कोई, तब आपको सतर्क होके उसको एक बार जांचना है, उसको परखना है और फिर करना है. तो this is just a kind of a psychological approach. इसमें कोई टेक्नोलॉजी आपको हेल्प नहीं करेगी कि मैं ये वो लगा दूँ, एंटीवायरस कर दूँ, ये कर दूँ तो मैं बच जाऊँगा, बच जाऊँगी. आपको अपना मेंटालिटी बदलनी है, आप एटीट्यूड बदलना है, बिहेवियर बदलना है.
Yes. Any other point you want to convey? I think to our Taxila students who will be coming and who are actually passing out, which things they should know about.
As a message,
as a message.
Being a police officer, मैं ये बोल सकता हूँ, आप youngsters हैं, यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं, आपका भविष्य आपके सामने है, your whole life in front of you. Who knows who's inside whom? Some big officer, some big politician, some big journalist. It's within them only. So if you have to succeed, my mantra I can give them: always have a disciplined approach in life. हमेशा अनुशासन में रहना सीखो. समय का भी अनुशासन होता है, स्वास्थ्य का भी अनुशासन होता है. सिर्फ परेड ग्राउंड का अनुशासन नहीं है पुलिस वाला की आप सावधान विश्राम. बट देयर इज अ डिसिप्लिन इन ऑल एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ लाइफ. इफ यू लीड अ डिसिप्लिन्ड लाइफ and within the rules, the bounds, the norms, I'm sure you will do much better than if you live an indisciplined and carefree life. Once it is too late, then nobody can give you back the time. So be disciplined in your approach and approach things, you will definitely succeed.
I think that is the one which is lacking in our youngsters now.
Lacking, I won't say, but yes, they don't do
priority to it.
It's the age actually. Youngsters are very difficult to discipline, but if they are self-disciplined, then there is nothing better than that.
Thank you, sir. And one question has just erupted in my mind, and it's on the lighter side of your life.
Sure.
आपके मदर ने बोला कि तुम पहले ये कर लो तो बेटर रहेगा, बट मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है आपका सरनेम कपूर है, and you're a handsome person. Why didn't you try Bollywood?
I didn't. Actually, a lot of my relatives are in Bollywood.
अच्छा, really?
Lots of them are there. So I'm related.
नहीं, मैंने आपकी एक यंग फोटो देखी थी.
तब आपको लगा. मेरे को उस समय भी लोग बोलते थे कि आप एक्टिंग.
और मैंने कपूर भी है.
तो ब्रांड नेम है. तो ये सब वो तो मेरे रिश्तेदार भी हैं, कई लोग हैं उसमें. But that was not my.
It's the destiny.